Oh, there's a whole multitude of people up there in the boxing ring. There is the prize that is on the line tonight. Kubrat Pulev's regular WBA World Heavyweight title. Back in the ring to defend that belt for the first time since he faced off against Manuel Chaw in December of last year. Let's get the final instructions.
Protect yourself and obey my command. Good luck.
So Mr. Rafael Ramos, the third man in the ring, as we take a quick look at the tail of the tape. Kubrat Pulev, the natural heavyweight, facing off against the man who is from the cruiserweight division. How significant will that 11-kilo advantage be in favor of the man who is seeking to defend his title here in Dubai tonight? Will Gasiev, the younger man, be able to use greater speed and athleticism to get punches off without reply? Bit of boxing history about to unfold here at the Dubai Tennis Arena. Magnificent open-air venue. And finally, the ring apron cleared. The boxers pacing impatiently as the opening bell sounds. We're underway. It's the WBA World Heavyweight title on the line. It's the regular version being defended by the man wearing the red trunks, and that is Kubrat Pulev, the Cobra. The shaven-headed figure wearing the black trunks trimmed with red is Murat Gasiev. 12 3-minute rounds scheduled, and it's a cagey start. Both men respectful of the heavy artillery that the other possesses. It's Kubrat Pulev moving effectively from the waist, just shaping up. And you can see the natural size difference between two men who are about the same height. Kubrat Pulev, the career-long heavyweight. Not dwarfing would be overstating it, but he's the significantly heavier, bigger man. Talking about creeping into range on quick feet. The two men just fainting distance. Cracking atmosphere here at the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Arena. Left-right combination of first shots thrown with any real purpose by either boxer, but there's a nice stab jab to the body, and disengaging without reply was Gasiev, reaching for the right cross downstairs. Gasiev content to take up a position near the ropes. Just raping that left hand and come through the right cross, which partially blocked by the glove, but still the impact of it perhaps exaggerated further because Gasiev was employing the layback. His back was against the ropes, and so it looked as though he was punched backwards over the top rope with his torso. Double jab again from Gasiev, an effective shot downstairs. Pulev looks to respond with a 1-2. Two incredibly experienced boxers. Coming forward off the back foot is Gasiev. Didn't fully commit and extend the jab into the chest of Pulev, who would engage reverse gear. Clamping right hand slung into the body. Closing second of the opening round. Pulev having forward with purpose behind the 1-2, with effectively by the backhand crossguard of Murat Gasiev. So there is the IBA president, Mr. Umar Kremlev, enjoying the opening round of this back of the WBA regular world heavyweight title.
It was cagey, wasn't it? As you said, Pulev has got the height and the reach that comes with it. He's always had a good jab. He was able just to use that in that opening round. But Gasiev's already there just having a look. At no point did he really make the commitment from the outside. He's just got those gloves up. He's dropping the elbows in, protecting himself basically. Just pulled back and took the sting off that right hand. and it's a sensible thing to do. Just gives that little bit of ground out. Have a look at your opponent, because he is going to make that commitment in from the outside. That's what he's going to have to do. And to do it recklessly in the first round would be bold, but maybe slightly foolish, so I'm not surprised we saw what we saw there.
So we move into the second round. Both men moving at a slightly brisker tempo in these circumstances. And we had a look in the opening round. Gasiev keen to stake a claim to ring center and try and push Pulev backwards. Solid jab landed by Pulev in between the yellow glove to Gasiev, and there's that same shot once again. Flicking the jab out pretty consistently. Pulev, and while it's not always landing, it is keeping Gasiev occupied in distance. That one did get through the defenses. He's looking to blind Gasiev, using it as a decoy to bring the right hand over the top. There's another left jab into the nose of Gasiev, and he's using that lead left hand very effectively indeed. He's not stopped waving it. You can see the right glove of Gasiev effectively defending against the jab on occasion, and that's why Pulev tried to turn it into a long left hook to sneak it around the outside. Gasiev scored with a jab to the body a few moments ago. But just controlling the distance with that lead left stick is Pulev, and as I say that, Gasiev comes forward and scored with another two thrusting jabs to the body. Plenty of cruiserweight weight come up from the lower division in terms of weight class. Pulev turns a right hand beneath the left elbow of Gasiev, looking for that left hook around the rear of his right glove once again. And look at the activity on that lead left hand from Pulev. It really is proving to be an effective weapon, and it's controlling the distance very effectively indeed. Also helping him to establish his range so he can bring that backhand through the left jab, the GPS of the boxing ring, and Pulev employing it very effectively. There was a good right-handed response downstairs from Gasiev, and then he steps in with a purposeful jab to the chest plate of the champion. There's a good right hook to the body from Gasiev. Really did step into it, just curved it around the left elbow, around the short ribs of Pulev. But Pulev not changing response, and again it takes the very best in the business to get this man out of there inside the distance. That loss to Dr. Steelhammer, Vladimir Klitschko, and AJ Anthony Joshua. The only two men to take only 2 of the 3 men competing really meant to stop him inside the distance. Very good second round of boxing.
Well, Pulev again just using that lead left hand effectively, and sometimes he's using it more as a decoy, a distraction, and other times he'll put some heat on it and try and pierce the guard with it. And Gasiev, when he got through with that right hand to the body most effectively, which I think helped him to side the jab slightly, and then send the right hand into the body. But he's got a nice balance and rhythm about him, Pulev, because he's just got such good basics, and he always has had. He's had a long storied amateur career before he turned professional, so that setup that he's got is rock solid. And I wonder at what point is Gasiev going to try and make a little bit of a move here and try and increase the tempo and just click up again. Because boxing like this is exactly what Pulev will want.
So as we move into the third round, Kubrat Pulев not only finding the range with consistency behind that shot right there, his left jab, he's also using it to dictate the tempo. Now Gasiev, can he use what we presume will be his great speed of foot, maybe more dynamic athleticism, to use the quick feet to get in and out without reply again. just controlling distance behind that long bridge of a left jab is Kubrat Pulef. Nothing flash about his rock solid fundamentals. Reaching for a left around the corner, slapping with it. He's just beginning to establish a rhythm behind that lead left hand by cutting a pretty dynamic figure. Effective defensive with the gloves, bracketing ahead with the hands from Gasiev. Another solid left jab from Pulef, but it's countered by a straight right cross to the body from Gasiev. Here's that right hand. Second round, he steps aside and slung it again. Brought it to the front of Pulef also. And no shots can have a really debilitating effect. Explosive jab to the body once again from Pulef, right into the midsection. Look at the right hand around the corner once again to the body, but it got blocked by the elbow of Pulef, and he then got to go in search of his own straight shot success upstairs. Double right hand this time, body then head for Gasiev, really athletic move with the feet to take him into range, and then he stays engaged to avoid any attempted counter from Pulef. Pulef probing with his straight punches, not really putting much on them at present. But remember, he is a hulking 115 kilograms, then 11 kilograms heavier than tonight's title challenger. Around 23 pounds of difference, that right hand landing on him. Slow down the movements of Pulef, and he's not noticed his foot speed to begin with, but he is very consistent with the lead left hand and really difficult to ruffle. Closing seconds of the third round. Work to the body once again, and just a little more variety being shown from Pulef, particularly from that right hand.
And he did make a bit of a move, didn't he, in that round? Gasiev, just taking his feet in a little bit more, making that commitment. And right above us, through that right hand to the body, right hand to the head, and then he just stepped up. It felt like he could have stayed there, actually, because there wasn't really anything coming back from Pulef at that point. And he decided that discretion was the better part of the valor there and just pulled back out. But he landed some good punches to the body. And it's just beginning to find his range a little bit there, I think, because that's where he's going to have to get to do some damage. So it's quite well set up this really through 3 rounds. Pulef would have won those first couple of rounds. He was still on the jab in the third round, but as I say, Gasiev landed some fairly solid shots, mainly to the body. Not too many of them, but it's not one of those fights where bundles of punches have been thrown yet anyway.
It's round number 4. Double jab out of the gates, the body from Murad Gasiev. Here's the same shot. Replay from Gasiev. He's just picking up a pace here now. Good variety on that right hand around the corner and then through the middle, then uppercut. Talking about the decorated amateur career of Kubrat Pulef. First covered him back in 2005 at the World Championship coming from Yan'an in China. Neil Perkin got himself on the medal podium in that same championship. The following year, I was ringside in Quad de Bulgaria in 2006 when he came away with the European Championship bronze. The first time I laid eyes on Alexander Usyk, he was competing as a 75-kilogram middleweight boxer. Edition. Of that amateur pedigree is what Kubrat Pulef uses the foundation to build upon for what has been a really solid professional career. Low blow. He's been fought in a wonderful spirit, this one. Ringside, the World Boxing Super Series, Gasiev with the right hand. His contest against the KO Dr. Junior Norzikov was fought in a similarly terrific show of sportsmanship and spirit between the two men engaged in one of the most terrific two-way cruiserweight contests you could hope to see. But here he is now competing at a heavyweight, picking up the punch pace. Seemingly growing in confidence, having felt what Kubrat Pulef had to offer. Left, right hand. No change in his expression, no change in his pace, or his tempo. So can Gasiev take him out of this rhythm that he's seeking to establish? Right hand comes through in the form of a half uppercut. Trying to snake it in between the active high hollows of Gasiev. Gasiev stepping forward, seemingly more confidently now. Right hand to what he wants to hit. A couple of puffing left to the head. Thereafter from Gasiev. Kubrat Pulef going in search of a right round on that one. His attempt to shoot shot salvo. Left, right. Some real punch from Kubrat Pulef. And he's finding the glove defenses of Gasiev. Gasiev doing a good job getting involved in any grappling or falling. Heavier man. Just trying to change the left foot with it, but it went over the top. Pulef comes back with a pretty explosive 1-2. Really did step into that final combination with purpose on the bell.
He did, but again, during that round, you can see Gasiev's just kind of warming to task a little bit here, because the first couple of rounds, he didn't really do all that much. Mainly he stayed on the outside, had a look, didn't really look to make too much of a commitment. The third round, we saw him just make it more with those feet, winning to get a bit closer. And then in that round again, I think we saw him make a further commitment, because he's just sliding those feet in a little bit more. That means he is going to get hit with those kinds of punches, because he's moving into that sort of range. But he seems happier now just to try and move and get onto the inside and let his own hands go. And he's aware of the danger that will come with doing that, but he's also aware that he has to do that. That's exactly what he has to do if he's going to bring some heat to the door of Pulev and win the fight. I think this is shaping up pretty nicely, actually.
Moving to round number 5. Terrific injection of speed with that left hand. Flips to both body and head from Gasiev. Left just steadily poking away with that mid left stick. Mid left combination that was stepped off. And I think he embellished it. Putting the upper leg dance a little bit. Playing possum on the ropes. Getting forwards and looking for more. Straight punches in between the defenses of Gasiev. Picking up the pace of that left hand now, really treating it out. Compared to what he was doing earlier in the contest. Gasiev having just had his boxing stance disturbed momentarily, back onto the front foot once again to launch another explosive fly. And the right hand over the top. Haven't seen that shot too often from Gasiev. He's targeted for both body and head. With an overhand right over the active left. He's really putting new duty to this battle for left WBA heavyweight title. Live again. He really is stepping into it. Exploding with his own back foot to sink her left foot into the body. Here's Pulef. Gasiev with the left hook to the head, and this one hitting out now. Just on the halfway stage of this 5th round. Scoring jab downstairs from Gasiev. Pulef responds with the right cross up top. But Gasiev looking to push Pulef backwards now. Behind that left jab. Now dropping his right hand to present a different look to Pulef. It's Gasiev and Pulef continuing to try and sneak that backhand in between the gloves. Boxer. So Gasiev making a concerted effort here to get onto the front foot and push the bigger man backwards, and he's got him again to work and comes through the round half right. Pulev gets himself back off the strands to the space of setting. It is this injection of tempo by Gasiev, just beginning to work Pulev a little harder than he would like. He sought to control the tempo and the distance behind the left. Here he comes through with a left-right combination. Stealing the left hand around the corner once again. Stepped in, right hand, left hook to the body from Gasiev. It's a 10-second clapper. Just a little mouth slightly open. Shooting from right across and trying to get Gasiev sliding, increasing the pace of this heavyweight contest during the course of that 5th round.
No, absolutely. Gastiev, you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bring that increased pressure, but at the same time, he's not really moving his head. He's just coming in a straight line there, and he got pinned by that 5, 6, 7, 8 times in the second half of the round alone, and he's putting something into this Pulev. You can see there, and we know he's 44 years old, and when that's on offer, he's going to take it. And Gastiev, I don't think he did himself too many favours in that round, to be honest. If his plan is to keep moving forward and just see how long Pulev gets it for, I'm not sure how advisable that is, because, okay, as we know, he is advancing in years, but he's a technician. He can throw that one two without taking too much out of it. So I think Gastiev has got to try and be a bit smarter about it than this, which in the previous round he was, and in that round, really he wasn't.
It's round 6. But couldn't quite find the range. There's a good right hand to the body and it just doubled over momentarily, but again he's back. Oh, that's a wonderful combination. Left jab, right cross, left uppercut from Pulev, bringing the uppercut into play from the left flank. He attempted one from the right hand in the previous round. And again, Gastiev is trying to get some head movement going on the way in. A single shot knockout. And Murad Gasiev, the former unified cruiserweight champion of the world, from two jubilant scenes in the boxing ring here at the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Arena, because he has claimed the WAA regular heavyweight world title. A terrific single shot conclusion of a contest that was playing along nicely. Each man was enjoying success in their own territory. Gasiev's explosive bursts, consistency from Pulev, uncoiled, stepping to his left and catching Pulev right on the jaw. His eyeballs were in orbit. He went down to the canvas, and despite his best efforts, he was unable to beat the count. An emphatic conclusion to this tussle for the WAA regular heavyweight title. Kubrat Pulев dethroned Gasiev is the new WBA regular heavyweight champion. What a conclusion.